Hey everybody, it's your girl Nefarious, and today I'm going to show you a quick tutorial on adding movable wings to a Becca Mini Backpack. Not only am I going to show you these cool add-ons, I'm also going to show you how to get these really cool ears and horns. I will not show you how to build the whole bag, just how to get to this point and attach them and base them on so that you can have your very own unique Becca Mini Backpack like this. I will be linking the original Becca Mini tutorial down below, so make sure that after you put the front and back panels together, you use that link so that you can make your own backpack. So this is a great project right here if you have like some Decorative light or some profuse stiff scraps lying around. This is going to be great. So I'm going to go ahead and get these cut out, and then I'm going to go ahead and interface them. This is now the second video where Nefarious is using stabilizer, so it may be a change in the tides. I don't know. So I'm going to go ahead, get these cut out, and go ahead and stabilize them. So I'll be right back to walk us through our little bit of a modification on the Becca backpack. I'm sorry, the Becca Mini Backpack. After you get done interfacing your extras, you're going to want to put them wrong side together, lined up really well, and you're going to want to either use double-sided tape or clips to keep them together. And you're going to do that for all of your extras. And then we are going to take those to the sewing machine, and we're going to top stitch those at 1/8 of an inch all the way around. Now this is where you could get really fun and funky, and you can use coordinating thread or different color thread, but that's up to you. I will leave my threads long, and I'm going to pull them. I'm probably going to start like right here on this side. And then when I finish, I will pull them through and tie them off in here, because I will, on my pretty bag, I will edge coat them. So the finished wing on the pretty bag, you would never see the strings, so that they look nice and professional. So from here, this is where you need to decide what you're going to do as far as thread. I have a variegated thread in my machine right now that kind of goes between black and white. I think I'm going to leave mine set up with that, but we're going to take these to the machine. Remember, leave your threads long, and then we are going to top stitch all of these at 1/8 of an inch all the way around. So if you haven't already, now would be a good time to find your centers at the top and the bottom of both your front panel and your back panel. If you're making the gusset, go ahead and find those centers too, but I am not showing you how to build this bag all together. I'm just showing you how to build the fun, functional, new extra stuff. So make sure that you find your centers, and we'll go from there. So for the front panel, you have your extras. Now your artwork, there is a nice line that goes down the center here. This may not be true for all of the fun and functional add-ons that these little Beckies have, but for this specific one, there is a line that goes right down the center, and then these are actually going to be sewn in the seam allowance. So right off the bat, I like the idea of being able to stick my ears on the curves here, and the little side horns would go there and there, and of course the Black Night Fury has the one extra horn on the top. So this is approximately what I want it to look like. Now if I'm going to base this down, you're going to flip these where they are facing down on the actual mav. It'll get fun and funky here and here, but I have all the faith in you. For this situation, I'm probably going to base the ear on first, and then come back and do the horn. As you can see, I try to line up my side pieces here as best I can, And then I will baste that down. Once you have all of these basted down, you will then follow the Becca Mini tutorial to finish making the rest of the front of the bag and attaching it to the gusset. On the back panel, the easiest way you're going to want to do this is to flip it over. All right, and this is why finding that center was really important, because I'm going to get my ruler out. With your ruler, you're going to draw a line straight down. Psych. Line straight down. Then you are going to want to make another line 3 inches down, okay? Now ideally you're going to have a wing over here and a wing over here. Once you have your line that's drawn 3 inches down, you're going to go up 1/2 inch and draw another line. Then from the center, you're going to go in 1/2 inch. You're going to go in 1/2 inch. All right, so those measurements are important, trust me. And finally, I swear this is it, guys. You're going to go in 1 3/4 inches. Nope, I lied. That is way too far. You're going to go in 1 1/4 inches, and you're going to make a dot. And then, oh, and for the record, this is right in the middle of that 1/2 inch. So 1/4 inch that way, 1/4 inch that way puts you right in the middle. So I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to find 1/4 inch up. I'm going to go in 1 inch and 1.25 inches in. All right. That is where we are going to poke a hole. All right. So my lines make sense to me. If you don't like them, I'm sorry. They make sense to me. Now, you need your wings. You are going to want to take a ruler, and right here on this point, so you've got this flat side and this, like, where it comes to a point, you're going to line your ruler up, and you're going to make a dot 1 inch in. So here, I'll show you again. I lined this point up right on the 1/2 inch mark there, right here, and then I am making a mark 1 inch in. So 1/2 inch, 1 mark right there. Okay, that is where I am poking a hole. So I'll go ahead and get my hole punch. And then we will poke these out. There's that one. That didn't go all the way through. And then this one. All right. So once you've got your holes popped out, you need your rivets. Yes, we are not sewing these wings on. So with your artwork facing up, so that you can make sure you're color coding it, you're going to want to make sure that you put the wings on the right side. So on the artwork for this specific one, the black is on this side, the white is on this side, which is the complete opposite of the front. I put the rivet through the wing and I pop it through the hole. Now here you could add some Decorative or one of those fancy rivet washers I've been seeing lately. But you could absolutely do that. And then I'll do the same thing for the white wing. And then you can set this. Now what is great about this is that with the vinyl, it won't like be permanent. It'll actually shift and allow these wings to move depending on how cool you want to be. Now, if you are absolutely against these wings moving and you don't want to do all that riveting and measuring, you can still measure down the 3 inches, the 1/2 inch, and the 1/2 inch up from that. And then that 1/2 inch mark that I drew in, that's where I start the point of the wing. And then if you want these to be like sewn down permanent, you would just like top stitch around the wings that they stuck to the mini. But keeping in mind, you want to leave some seam allowance open. But because this tutorial is about moving wings, I will not be sewing my wings down. And I think the movie wings are cool. So at this point, you could then, you set the rivets so that, you know, they're in a good spot. And then you would put the wings together so that you can finish the Becca Mini Backpack following the video down below. If you love your flying backpack, which I'm sure you do as much as I do, I can't wait to see them in the wild. Make sure you like and subscribe to see all the new and upcoming content that will be coming to the platform. So for now, ta-ta, and I'll be flying away. Bye-bye.